Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Mountain Standard Time. My name's Rob and I'm just a guy here in Denver, Colorado who loves to talk about watches. Maybe a little bit too much, right? Okay guys, today's wristwatch check is the watch I'm going to be reviewing today. It is the Vostok Amphibian Scuba Dude. Let's check it out. All right, here's a close-up of the Vostok Amphibian Scuba Dude. Very cool watch. So this is the first time I've ever held a Vostok. I've seen them, I've heard about them. If you guys listen to Two Broke Watch Snobs, you'll know that Mike and Kaz love to talk about these things. Well, more specifically, Kaz likes to talk about these Vostoks. He is the Russian watch expert, and he can go to town on the history of this company and these watches. So I'm not going to get into the history, but very cool. So the dimensions on this thing are, it is a 42 wide millimeter case. It is somewhat thick. It's a 15 millimeter thickness. It has 20 millimeter lug to lug for your straps, so definitely a strap monster watch. And lug to lug, tip to tip, is 49 millimeters. So very I'm really impressed with this watch. So this happens to belong to a friend of mine from my gym. We were at a Halloween party the other night, and I noticed that he was wearing a Tissot watch, and we started to talk about watches. And so the next day at the gym, he brought in his Vostok here, the Scuba Dude, and I looked at it and I'm saying, man, you need to let me borrow this thing for my channel so I can review this up close and personal. And so here we are. We're looking at it. Just very cool. I mean, look at that. Look at the crystal. Look at the refraction of light on that crystal. Very cool. All right, so when I was playing around with this thing, I did notice that the screw, or the crown, how it's screwed, if you take a look at this, it's the crown itself likes to move around, and it seems flimsy. I mean, look at that. According to Vostok, that is normal, and that allows, it actually protects the crown stem a little bit more than other designs. So that's by design for this thing to be that loose. The threads are inside that crown cap, and it locks in, and it locks in real tight. So let's get into the history on this watch itself. It's got a really cool backstory behind it. So apparently Joubert's brother-in-law is a Navy submariner, and oh, by the way, if you call them submariners, you will be corrected immediately. They are not submariners, they are submariners. Okay, now back to the channel. The backstory on this watch is that it was owned by a U.S. Navy captain, or the captain of the boat, and submarines are called boats, not ships. You guys didn't know you were going to get a Navy history or some education on the Navy, did you? All right, let's get back to the story. The story is that the boat captain, this belonged to the boat captain, and he wanted to pressure test this watch. So on the boat, on the submarine, there is a way that they can go ahead and open up a latch while they're submerged, put things outside of the boat, close the hatch, and do whatever they need to do, and then they can retrieve items by reopening the hatch. So this watch apparently was pressure tested by sticking it outside of the hull of the submarine. And Joubert, we haven't gotten word back from his brother-in-law, but Joubert seemed to remember that it was pressure tested at 2,000 meters. So we can't confirm or deny 2,000 meters on this watch, but damn, 2,000 meters on a Vostok, that's pretty impressive. So very cool backstory on this watch. Let's take a look at the back of the case. Again, it's in Russian here. I love the teal blue on this dial and the applied indices, the lume on this, and that red second hand just really plays well with the teal dial. Very cool. I looked these up on Amazon right before I started filming this. You can buy this watch for $80. So Vostoks, they come in many different cases, different dials. This one just happens to be the teal dialed Scuba Dude. I think it's a mineral glass also. It's definitely not sapphire. You're not getting sapphire for $80. But when I buy one of these watches, I'm going to Blue Shark, and I'm going to pick up one of their Blue Shark NATO straps that has some teal and some navy blue in the strap. I'll try and grab a screenshot of that and throw it up there, but I think that strap would look so awesome with this watch. So that's it, guys. Let's take it back. All right, guys, that's the review of the Vostok Amphibian Scuba Dude. I want to thank Joubert for letting me borrow this watch. It's an awesome watch with a great backstory of how it was pressure tested outside of a U.S. submarine. Guys, that's it for today. If you liked the video, please give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel by hitting a bell icon somewhere around here, and leave some comments down below. I think a lot of you guys out there have Vostoks, and a lot of you are looking into them. So leave some comments to help us out. All right, guys, we will talk to you later. Bye.